Hi there, I thought I'd just do a quick update for version 1.5. 1.5 has a few updates under the hood, which should make it significantly faster for downloading, especially from YouTube. I'd just go through some of the little features that I've added in this version. The first thing is the choice in preferences for your completion sound effect. And you might not like the sound effect that I chose, so I've just given a choice for sound effect from the system, so you can choose any of the system sound effects if you prefer. Another feature that I've included, which you can access from the preferences, is a menu bar mode. So if you don't like to see the interface, or you just want to push it into the background, you just basically enable this and you can start a download, close the window completely, and in the menu bar you can have access and see the downloads as they progress without having to have the interface front and center. If you like, you can also hide it from the dock, which will essentially just turn the icon off from the dock, so it's completely invisible at that point. Okay, to see this little feature in action, I'm going to enter some URLs, add them to the queue. You can see there are 7 items. I'll hit start. I can now dismiss the interface, and what will happen, you'll get an indication in the menu of the items that are in the queue, and as they're downloaded, those items will tick off, and when that's complete, you will get a notification. Once that's done, we can bring the interface back so we can show the main window. There they are, they're all downloaded and ready to go. So another little feature that I added is called download annotations. So this would be useful if you are a documentarian or you're putting together a large project and you're downloading lots of videos and you might not remember what you actually downloaded that video for. So now when you enter a video into the download queue, you can add an annotation. So I will show you right now. I'm just going to drop a URL into our app, add it to the queue. This one happens to be a playlist, so we'll let it do its thing. Fetching playlist information is now a little bit faster. Here we go. So we'll just download all the tracks, but if you go to the info section, in here you have a little note section, so you could add a note saying, I like one of the tracks in this for a particular project. And that will then, once that item is downloaded, in your download history, that note will be in this download history, and that is now searchable. So if you can't remember what the video was, but you do remember the type of information put in the note, you can search for it. So that could be particularly handy for larger projects. Another thing is we have an activity log. So sometimes when you're downloading and a file is skipped or there's an error, you might not know what that error is. It could be a little bit confusing why that file failed to download. So I've captured that in the background and placed this in the activity log. So in here, you'll see if files were blocked, if it failed for any reason, it could be a network dropout, things like that. So we'll capture a little bit of information so you'll be able to find out what went wrong. Skip files, any warnings, and any bits of info. Not all of these will get populated, depends on what's happened, but you might find this information quite useful. So let's just download something that generates one of these kind of errors and we can see what's going on. Okay, I'm just going to do a download. Capture a playlist here. Download all these tracks. Gonna download just as an MP3 and stop. Okay, as you can see, we picked up a little error. It's now been flagged, and you'll see a little badge icon down here. You can click on that and you can see it's been a skipped file. So we have a little bit more information about the file. it stalled for 109 seconds with no progress, so the app skips it. So we try to capture as much information as possible, so as a user you can see what was going on and why that particular download may have failed. Okay, so there you go. This is the new version 1.5 update. Small, but some critical fixes in there. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.